Welcome back to Ruby's Roundtable. And let's start with one simple question. What does it mean to play small? Well, first things first, you're shrinking yourself. You are playing it safe. You are not using your gifts. You're not using your talents. You are not being seen for your purpose, for your why, for the reason that many people need to see you. Many people might need that gift, might need for you to speak up, might need for you to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. And no matter how it goes, it's never going to be a failure. It will just be a lesson that I can look back on and say, okay, now I have proof of how to do it again. So let's talk about how playing small actually shows up in our daily lives, because it really could be not posting your work because you think it's not good enough. We all have this thing where it's like, okay, I don't want to post. I don't know what to post about. Or it could be you are posting, but then you watch it a million times and say, you know what? This is not worthy, or this is not the best quality, or I sound crazy, or nobody's going to like this. You're already playing small because you are self-sabotaging yourself into not posting and just starting. Because the people that we see who have millions of followers, they started with zero. They started with one video. My therapist just told me, Ruby, the people that I've sat in rooms with who are now viral or who have now been able to leverage several opportunities on social media because of them being consistent with something on social media, they all look back at those beginning videos that catapulted them in the future or later on because of the consistency. They're looking at them and cringing. So even your most favorite creators are probably looking back at that content, or maybe once in a blue moon, and say, oh, I hated that. But maybe the audience loved it, but they just had to be consistent and comfortable and confident to step in front of the camera. What about undercharging for your talent? Undercharging for your gifts? Because again, you don't want to play big, you want to play small. We all do it, especially if you're in a service type of industry. If you're just starting your business, you are looking at, okay, getting that customer. But sometimes you have to think, don't I have some sort of leverage? Did I go to school for this? Did I do a lot of research on this and I got a lot of education? Did I get in the field and say, I'm going to take what I've been looking up on YouTube University, or I'm going to take the knowledge that I have from school or from classes, and I'm going to get in the field and put in the work. Well, that sweat equity should give you the confidence and the motivation to not undercharge. Charge your worth, but do not undercharge, because then it comes back on you in that post editing, or when you're done with the client and those deliverables are due. If you undercharge, you will know in that moment when you are sitting down doing the work. So the cost of playing too small, undercharging. What about staying quiet in rooms that you know your voice belongs? Staying quiet in rooms where you know your voice needs to be heard. I have a mentee, and she is working with me right now. And I told her, the one piece of advice I want to give you, if you are very confident in this skill that you have, in this skill that you are bringing to the table, the one thing I ask for you to do is to step up, speak up, and be confident when you say it. Don't say I think, don't say I feel, say it, own it. Because if you can get past that fear of speaking up on something that you know, or that you want to show your creativity or your creative side in that process, then speak up. Go ahead and get those reps. So when you're in a room with different people other than myself, or during other projects that do not have to deal with me, you already practice that confidence here, so you can stand on what you say and believe in yourself in that moment that you can speak up and that you have the room to do so. One thing I will say about myself is I'm always going to speak up. I'm always going to do it professional, do it polite, do it kind, but I'm going to speak up, because I would hate for myself to be driving home or at the end of the night saying, I wish I could have said that. No, say it. Speak up. You never know. Somebody around you might have been thinking it and they didn't speak up, but maybe they got some courage, or maybe they got some confidence after they left that, inner circle that y'all were in or collaborating in because you spoke up. So again, what does it really mean to play small? Because as you can see, there are so many different ways where we may not think that we're playing small, but if you play small in one area, then that is just going to have a trickle effect in other areas of your life. And then what? Who can you be mad at? Really, you'll be mad at yourself. And in those moments when we're mad at ourselves, we can take that out on other people. But if we're not playing small and we're playing to win, or we're playing big, or we're just playing the part that we know that we can stand on, we shouldn't have any issues. Let's be real about the cost of playing small, because here's the thing. Playing small feels safe until it doesn't, because at first it kind of feels like protection. After a while, it feels like a cage. It feels like I'm safe in this moment. But there also comes a time where, the butterfly has to get out, has to fly, has to spread their wings. And if you play small too much, what could that cause? Maybe delayed opportunities, delayed dreams, delayed increase on your goals, delayed confidence that you could have now built up versus none at all. So the real cost could be priceless. The real cost of playing small could be expensive if you don't do it, if you don't act upon it, if you don't practice it each and every day, and even the smallest moments. It can be expensive later on when you're looking at others around you, or you're looking at the past, or you're looking at things that may have come your way, but you didn't speak up, or you didn't charge, or you didn't say anything because maybe you're self-sabotaging, or maybe you don't think you're good enough. So when I think of playing small and the price of that, I always try to say, if I don't do this, how will I feel? If I don't take this opportunity, if I don't say yes, if I don't try to see if it is, a part of my comfort zone, or try to get out of my comfort zone by saying yes, how will I grow? How will I be able to speak on new opportunities? Because if you play too small in one area, like we've been saying, maybe that doesn't give you leverage for the next opportunity. If you play big in one opportunity, or if you speak up in one opportunity, the next opportunity after that, hey, you already have something to fall back on. Hey, well, I did this, and this is proof that I can do that. So the cost is so expensive.
It's your time. Get on your grind. Make it happen with all your passion. Go hit the street.
I created a checklist for us to figure out if we're playing small or not. So check yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and check yourself. Or when you hear this, check yourself. Because do these sound familiar? Okay, number 1, I don't post my work because I'm worried what people will think about it. Number 2, I charge less than what I'm worth because I'm scared people won't pay. Number 3, I water down my art or message to make it more acceptable. I hold back ideas in meetings or conversations even when I know they add value. Come on now. I downplay my wins instead of celebrating them. I wait for perfect before launching or sharing anything. I avoid opportunities because I don't feel ready. I compare myself so much that I stop moving altogether. If you checked any of them boxes, you, my friend, is playing small, but that stops today. So I'll leave you with this. Playing small might feel safe, but what if it's really robbing you of the best version of you? What if it's robbing you of your future self, who will look back and say, girl, I am so glad you did not play small in that moment, because that moment right there, by you playing big, or you being confident, or you being audacious, or having courage, that's why we're here in the future. And that's why we have the opportunities that we have. So think about it. Sit on this episode, sit on this conversation, and look back at the times where maybe you played small and how you can not let that happen again. We've all had those moments where we're like, we could have did better, or we went to that event, oh, we should have spoke to that person or said something to that person, or we were in a meeting or in a collaboration and we had a big idea and we didn't say anything about it. So think about that over the next week and let me know if there's something you played small about and you would like to share, or if there's something that you did not play about and you would like to share. Step into the room like it was made for you. Suited by Red delivers statement pieces that speak before you say a word. Bold, timeless, and structured. Tailored to suit you for success. Visit our site or socials to see how our pieces can be styled multiple ways. This is Ruby's Roundtable. Share this episode with someone you know or you know needs to hear this, and tell them, stop playing small. This is your sign. Look yourself in the mirror and say, if not me, who? If not now, when?